Welcome to our Locked In series where we share with you our secrets on how our brokers have been achieving top record transaction prices for our sellers. If you're an owner and you're looking to make such a move, or you're looking to sell your property in the market, remember to scan the QR code below to get a free detailed analysis. And today we got Jerralyn, the team leader of the sell side team, who actually sold a 5-bedroom at Normanton Park at 100K above valuation.
Yes.
Right?
So a lot of people always think in Normanton Park, it's such an ulu location. I remember when it first launched, I think in 2021.
Yeah.
A lot of people were saying Normanton Park, there's no MRT nearby, there's no mall, there's no school. It's a project that you should avoid.
Actually, that's what everybody says.
Yeah,
I
that's
keep
what
hearing
everyone
it,
said.
yeah.
Yes, but this owner over here bought a 5-bedroom and profited nearly 700,000 in about 3 to almost 3.5 years.
$700,000.
Yes. So back to investment philosophy, you don't have to always look at locations beside MRT station. Even projects like Normanton Park where it has no MRT, no nearby amenities, no malls, no schools, can still see healthy profits like this because of the entry price.
Yes. So if you're looking to invest in a property and make 700K in
You can also
3.5
scan the
years,
QR code
you can
here.
also scan the QR code and just let us know. So Jerralyn, tell us a little bit more. How do you get to meet this client?
So this client actually came to one of our listing. It was Edge on Cane Hill. It's this 4-bedroom condo that we sold recently this year. And at that time, when he viewed the unit at Edge on Cane Hill, he came with his wife and his kids. But at that time, he felt that the unit was not suitable. But even if it was, he hasn't sold his listing at Normanton Park yet. So his name, together with his wife, their names are stuck in 2 different properties.
Understand.
Yeah, so he had to sell either one first or both to be able to move on to his next property plans.
Oh, so you guided him throughout the whole investment journey. So to sell the Normanton Park first, and then free up one of the names, and then go and buy another investment property.
Yes. So actually at that time for Normanton Park, when he first bought it, it was actually for investment.
Okay.
But then when he first saw the property, he fell in love because of the view.
Yeah.
The view, the size was something that he really loved because he's like a nature person. And right from this unit, you can actually see Kent Park.
Yeah, I saw the home tour video.
Yes.
It was crazy. The view was crazy.
Yes, view is amazing. That's why when he first met me, he wasn't sure whether or not he wanted to sell Normanton Park. But he knew for sure that the unit was a little too small for them, and location-wise wasn't what was suitable for his kids, because his kids are still studying around the Thompson area, Upper Thompson area. So it was too far for them to travel from Normanton Park all the way up to go to school.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was why he decided that, hey, you know what, maybe I should sell this place and then potentially sell another one and buy a landed. So it was either going to be, he only had 2 options when I actually met with him. It was either he sell Normanton Park or he sell both his condos and buy a landed, or sell Normanton Park and buy another bigger condo in a better location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. And then when you first took on this listing, right, because it was, okay, number 1 is a 5-bedroom. Number 2, Normanton Park was a TOP condo. That means just TOP only.
Yes.
So usually for TOP condos, right, there will be like a lot of units in the market, right? So I just want to ask you, right, I believe there would be a lot of units in the market selling. So for your 5-bedroom, right, usually 5-bedroom, the supply is maybe not as much as the 2-bedroom and 3-bedrooms lah.
Yes.
How was it? Was there any challenges that you faced when you took on this listing?
Actually, the good thing about buying bigger unit sizes for investment is you don't really have a lot of competition in the market.
Yeah.
So when we took up this listing, actually, when I first met this owner, this owner over here, he initially was engaging another agent. It was, I think, this agent that has been serving them for quite some time.
Okay.
And I think also because of a cheaper commission rate. So they were trying out with this agent first. And then after that, about 3 to 4 months later, I was following up with the client again. But they decided to put it on hold because they decided, hey, you know what, maybe I stay here first for 1 month and see if this is feasible for my kids to go to school from here all the way to Upper Thompson. And then about 2 months later, they felt that, hey, actually, it's not. I mean, location-wise, it's going to take him like 30 minutes to drop the kids off to school at Upper Thompson because that's where their primary school is.
Yeah.
So he decided again, hey, actually, you know what? Let's go back to really looking into this option of selling. But then at that time, he had this other agent that he was looking at because of the cheaper commission rate.
Yep.
And so after about 2 to 3 months, he tried out, but he felt that the agent wasn't as responsive to his messages. He didn't really know about the feedback that the viewers had of his property. And he also felt that the marketing wasn't done to the fullest potential. That's why he decided to come back to us. And I remember he was texting me, hey, you know what, Jerralyn, I think it's time to let you guys try market my property because I feel like my current agent, the marketing is done in the best way possible. It's just regular photo taking. The buyers coming to view the property, they cannot really visualize themselves staying there. So he decided, you know what, maybe you can share with me your marketing plans on what ideas you have for my place. So I was looking at some analysis, understood what were some of the prices that he had in mind and what are the marketing plans that could help him to bridge that price.
Right.
Yeah, because it's a recently TOP unit.
Correct. There's no
one was selling their 5 bedrooms.
Okay.
Yeah, so no one sold their 5 bedroom, and there was no past transactions to look into in Normanton Park as a guide price on how much the valuation would be. So I remember I was checking on the valuation price. But the average valuation for this unit that I was getting from banks were about 3.45, 3.5, 3.55. So it was going to be a challenge if buyers see this when they view the home.
Yeah, so because buyers also very savvy one ma.
Yes, buyers are very savvy now. They go to the bankers and ask you what's the bank valuation. They check what's the bank valuation. They go online, they search all of these transactions. And we didn't want to just rely on the bank valuation because I have been to the unit and I saw the potential of this place. So what we did was to actually do up a pricing analysis. That is always our standard. The first thing we always do is a pricing analysis. This is always very important to identify the product positioning in the market and the price positioning in the market. Yeah, so this was something that we aligned with the owners lah.
And he wanted 3.65.
He actually wanted about 3.7 million.
Bank valuation maximum?
As a listing price, asking price. But the bank's maximum at that time was about 3.6. 3.6 million was, average is about 3.5, 3.55.
Right.
The max was 3.6 million. This is after me convincing the banker on how much to value this place.
Understand.
So I actually shared with the banker my analysis and I actually told them why this property is valued at this certain price.
Understand.
Because of some of the transactions or upcoming developments that were coming up in the location.
Right.
Because I saw 4 bedrooms for a new development were already selling at about 3.6 million, 3.65 million. And mine is a 5 bedroom with like an amazing view. We're gonna show you the video over here so you can actually visualize how the view looks like. But it's really something rare in Singapore where you're gonna get an amazing view. There's super quiet and there's no road in front of you. So it's like completely quiet. You have Kenridge Park that's right in front of your unit.
Okay, so you mentioned that you took over this listing from the previous agent. Do you know if he had any offers that came in when he was marketing the unit?
Yeah, I remember when he first, I think in the first few months, he told me that he got an offer about 3.5 million.
3.5.
But he felt that it was a little on the lower side. And also because at that time, I think he was still unsure on how or whether or not he wanted to sell the property. So he decided to reject that offer. And then after that, when he put it up again, the second time, he didn't get any offers. And then that was when he told us that, hey, you know what? I think Jenny can come in to help us with the marketing because we feel like the current listing is not being marketed well. So that's why they wanted to try us, our services, to see what marketing packages and marketing plans we had for their house. So you just talk us through it a little bit lah. Like what was the marketing prep that you did for them? Like compared to the previous agent? Yes, I mean, for us, a standard is always a virtual tour shoot as well as a professional photo shoot. But we saw the potential of this place and we felt that if we just did the basic package, which is going to be the photo shoot as well as the virtual tour, it's not going to bring much life to this home. And because the beauty about Normanton Park is there's no ground floor units. And your second floor is actually on the same level as a 5th floor unit in other condos. Yeah, so this was something that we also wanted to highlight in the home tour video. So the difference between just a photo shoot, regular photo shoot versus home tour video is home tour videos can actually help you to highlight the USP of the place just within that 5 to 6 minutes.
Yes, the unique selling points are right?
The unique selling points, which we felt that this home tour video could do. First, showing the view of the home, which is the Kenridge Park just right outside of your unit, as well as the location, even though there's no nearby MRT. But let's say someone buying a 5 bedroom, I'm 100% confident that they all have a car. And when they drive, it's actually really convenient to Dempsey Hill. It's just a 10 minutes drive. Holland Village is also only about 10 minutes drive. So imagine staying in this location, just 10 minutes drive to all this location, to to Dempsey Hill, Holland Village, to the CBD, it's all just within 10 minutes drive. So it's really, really convenient if you drive.
Right. It's just that it's got no MRT lah, right?
Yes, yes.
So how did this full suite marketing package help to showcase the full potential of the property?
Yeah, so this owner actually did a home staging. And because this unit, they were actually not staying in there.
Yeah.
So it was a completely bare and empty unit.
Right.
So they decided to take our full suite marketing package, which included the home staging, which the owners paid for. So this home staging, we actually didn't stage the entire unit. What we staged mainly was the master bedroom, one of the bedrooms to show it as a study room, as well as the living room to show the buyers the first impression, and so that they could actually feel how they could live in this home.
Yes.
Especially the balcony. We actually also brought in outdoor furniture for the balcony area.
Right.
So this was one of the packages. And then second was the home tour shoot. So this home tour shoot helped to show that, Normanton Park, in terms of location, even though it is, there's no MRT nearby, there's no schools nearby, there's no mall, but actually a lot of 5-bedroom buyers, they would actually drive. So in terms of location, if you drive, just to Dempsey Hill, you're only 10 minutes away.
Yeah.
In terms of location to Holland Village, you're also only 10 minutes away. CBD, you're also only 10 minutes away. So this was how we actually managed to show all of this USP and location just within that 5 to 6 minutes of home tour video, plus the pricing analysis.
So basically, when the buyer just watches the video, right, he will know everything about the property, right?
Yes.
Even before he comes out to view the property, he already roughly knows how the unit looks like.
Yes, what
when
they
he
can
steps into
expect.
the house. Yes.
What they can expect and the value of the home. Because we also included a floor plan as well as pricing analysis compared to the surrounding developments. We had Clavon, we had Park Clementes, we also had Kenridge Hill Residences. So some of these developments that's priced about the same. So we wanted to show the USP of Normanton Park compared to all of these surrounding developments.
Right.
So it's a very comprehensive home tour video.
Yeah. Okay, just curious, right? How many viewings did you had? How many inquiries did you had?
So we had about 8 inquiries. I remember about 3 of them came from our home tour video, and about 5 of them came from Property Guru.
Yeah.
So even though some of these buyers may not come from YouTube, what we always do as a first step is to always send over the home tour video to show them the comprehensive full home tour video that they can expect to buy from this place.
So that their first impression is already formed, right?
Yes. The first impression is always the most important for us.
It's always the most important, yeah.
Yes. So this buyer actually, all of these buyers actually saw a home tour video. 8 of them inquired, and then we sent the home tour video. We also sent the virtual tour. So this virtual tour, it's always, I'm like a big fan of virtual tour because this helps to filter a lot of the buyers who feel that it may not be suitable for them. So of these 8 people, we had about 4 groups that came for the viewing. And one of them made an offer initially at 3.55 million. And I felt that 3.55 was not the true value of this home. So when they came down the second time, I showed them the information kit, which we did, to show them the comparison with the surrounding developments, as well as the average 4 to 5 bedroom units, the pricing. In terms of pricing, how much is the average price in RCR? And this was how we actually managed to push up from 3.55 all the way to 3.65.
That's a lot of difference, eh? That's 100K difference, eh?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's like in cash, eh? Right? I mean, no, these buyers that came down for the first time, so they saw the unit they offered at 3.55 M.
Yes, so they came down. Initially, they offered at 3.55 million. And then...
then there was a second viewing. You told them to come down a second
I told them to come down again for the second viewing. I showed them again on the information kit that we actually already did to show them the competitor analysis and why 3.55 is actually really low. Again, because there's no past transactions in Normanton Park. And surrounding, there's also not a lot of transactions happening. So it is... buyers are only basing it off the bank valuation that they got in terms of the offer that they are making. So that's why I have to come up with the pricing analysis to show them the true value of Normanton Park based on this surrounding analysis. And then from there, they were more convinced. And that was how they initially went from 3.55, 3.6, and then finally 3.65 million.
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, so owners of Normanton Park, you got her to thank, okay? Because she helped you all bring the value up.
For those who are selling the 5-bedroom, you're welcome.
So 3.65 M compared to 3.5, 3.55 M that the previous agent brought in, right? So that's a difference of 100 to 150K.
Yes.
So if the client had chosen to go with the other agent and took his offer, he would not have made this additional 100 to 150K, right?
Yeah. So we actually brought in an offer at 3.65 million and the previous agent brought in about 3.5 to 3.55 million max. And because I mean, the reason why he wanted to try out with the previous agent was because of the lower commission rate.
Yeah.
But of course, after actually when you do your math,
Yeah.
3.65 million versus 3.5 to 3.55 million, even though the owner is paying us slightly higher,
Yeah.
after you deduct all the expenses, the net that the owner is getting is actually still a lot more.
Way more.
Because he engaged our services.
Yes.
Yeah, so actually if you think about this, the person that's paying us the commission is actually the buyer, it's actually not the seller. Because the person that made the offer of 3.65 million was actually the buyer.
Yes. And
Yes.
he's the one who's actually paying the commission.
Yes.
Right? Technically speaking, like, if you're going to do the math.
Mm.
Yeah. So when you presented this offer to the owners, right? How did they feel?
They rejected it.
Oh!
No, of course they were really happy. I mean, I remember I got the offer at about 8 to 9 p.m. on that day.
Yeah.
And I called the owner and I told them that I needed to meet with them. So I met with them about 11:30 and the owner was still at work at the time, so I was still waiting for them at the condo. And I finally met with them. Before I presented the offer, I remember I asked them to guess the price.
Yeah.
And they guessed it about 3.6 million lah.
Yeah.
So at that time, they wanted me to list about 3.7 to leave some room for negotiation.
Yeah.
And they were guessing that the offer price would be around 3.6 million. And when I presented 3.65 million, they were like, this is a definite yes. I mean, like, why would they reject this offer? It's really 100K above bank valuation. And there were also no past transactions that were supporting this price.
Yeah.
Yes, there are other 5-bedroom listings in the market. Sometimes some owners, they may say, you know what, let's try to push for a higher price.
Yeah.
Because you know what, we just started listing it.
Correct.
Maybe we can get a higher price later on.
Yeah.
But I always tell owners that the highest offer you can get is always within that first month of viewing.
Yes, when
And
the
that's
listing
always
is
when
still fresh.
it's still fresh. It's it's the hottest. So the owners were really happy with 3.65 million and they're now looking at their second place, which is to either buy a landed or a bigger condo.
Okay. And that's how we sold Normanton Park 5-bedroom at 100K above valuation. If you're a homeowner looking to sell your place at a record transaction, please remember to scan the QR code here for a free detailed analysis. Stay tuned for the next episode. Bye.
Bye.